adventurers, welcome back to Underdark Cellars. Sorry it's been a little while, I had some medical stuff done, but we're back. So today we are making the Poffins from Pokemon. Now this is in celebration of Prismatic Evolutions that dropped just recently. My husband is a really big fan of Pokemon, and I am slowly starting to get into the franchise. I did not grow up on it. Yeah, so I thought, why not? And let's get started. So to make these Poffins, we are making a Choux pastry. Now the reason I chose Choux as opposed to doing this with like a, however, is that in the game, there's a mini game where you stir berries in a pot, and if you go too slow, it'll burn. If you go too fast, it'll spill. Because of the mini game, I, in my head, made the connection to Choux pastry. This is a, if you had a cream puff, this is what we're making. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a pot. I'm combining water, salt, and unsalted butter. And the unsalted butter is frozen. I just cut it up into small pieces. We have to bring this to a rolling boil before we add anything else. We're going to set the heat to medium low, in this case 2 on my stuff. And we're going to add in flour. And we're going to start cooking this together. We're going to
beat the devil out of them
until it comes off the edges and is nice and smooth. Should take about 5 to 10 minutes. We want to have a nice amount of gluten development so that these are nice and chewy. Ooh, my hands are cramping. I'm realizing I'm not wearing an apron. You know what? It is what it is. I'm going to turn off the heat. We're going to cool this for about 10 minutes. The reason for that is we're going to add eggs. If we add the eggs in while this mixture is hot, it's going to get really gummy, and we also risk the egg whites cooking and leaving streaks, and we don't want we don't want eggy bits in our cream puffs. Okay, so we're going to take 1 egg at a time. We're going to incorporate this carefully. I don't want this to splash all over the place. It's just gonna be easier to do this 1 egg at a time. It looks crazy right now, but it will come together. So we've got our nice thick cream puff batter. All right, now Poffins are itty bitty, but we're going to pipe these. I finally invested in a nice reusable restaurant size pastry bag. I also got a tip to use here, so I'm going to put this in here, and then I'm going to pipe these out. Also, hey, you should subscribe. It's pretty fun, and we are trying to get monetized at some point this year. I have my bag. Now, Poffins are like mini football shaped, so I'm gonna pipe these into little lines. Okay, I think that is as much as will fit on the sheets, but what I need to do is we need to make these little football shapes. I'm gonna take some wet fingers, and we're gonna point these in. You can make these really any size. I'm doing small ones because in the show they have like a bowl of Poffins. We just don't want these super lumpy. Mostly we just don't want them to come out looking like turds. That's what I'm most concerned about, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Okay, so we're gonna pop these in the oven for about 35 minutes. They will be very golden and they'll be puffy, so I'm hoping I didn't shoot myself in the foot by putting these too close together. So we'll go ahead and get sauteed. Okay, these are out. They are adorable. They're very hot, but what I need to do is just... This oven is 400 degrees, Hillary, that's why it's... So these need to cool, and we also need to create a little port. What I'm doing is I'm taking some scissors and I'm just poking in, giving it a twist, and then we're gonna let these cool on the sheet. So you'll see actually when we open this up that we have this nice cavern. This is good Choux pastry. So this will be able to fill completely, and then we'll go over the top with something. These are cooled now. I don't want to do something too heavy. So what I'm thinking is cream cheese whipped cream filling. Just a little bit of sweetness in it. 4 ounces of cream cheese. We're gonna grab about 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, but I don't want this to be too sweet because we are gonna have a glaze that goes over the top. And then I think I'm just gonna maybe do, yeah, we'll do a cup of whipping cream.
You're saying it weird. Why are you putting so much emphasis on the H?
What are you talking about? I'm just saying it. Cool Whip.
Just like a smidge of vanilla, and then I'm just gonna do like a pinch of salt. Once these are filled, I'm just gonna scrape across the bottom and pop these onto this rack. All right, so I'm gonna put these in the fridge to chill while I work on the glazes. So moving on to the glaze, the recipe is really simple. We're gonna make it a little on the thicker side. So we're going to take about a cup of powdered sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of your flavoring. You can use an extract, but I am using the actual stuff. 2 tablespoons of milk, tiny whisk, and together. And then, so lemon is yellow, pink is raspberry, and blue is blueberry. So I'm going to take a little bit of yellow food coloring, and we're gonna color this yellow. Once these are mostly, I think these are all covered now. And then we're gonna top these guys with some sprinkles. So put these in the fridge. The pink powder is made of dehydrated raspberries that I ground up in my blender and then I sifted. All right, the pink are done, the yellow are done, the blue are done. I'm gonna let them cure in the fridge and I will see you at final results. All right, and here we have a bowl of Poffins. These are super cute. I've tried one, they're delicious. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, drop those down below. If you liked what you saw, smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. We do stuff like this all the time. And share this video with someone you would like to make these Poffins with. Do something nice for someone else and take care of yourselves, adventurers, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.